All right, so the recording has started, so we're going to go ahead and get started. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to comment in the chat, and I will be able to answer those questions. I can also answer them at the end as well. The first resource we're going to go over is the Native Pathways College Going Guidebook. So this guidebook is created and crafted by Sorry, I think I'm getting some feedback from somebody who might not have muted their audio. All right, so the Native Pathways Guidebook is a guidebook that was created by the College Fund staff, as well as Native American graduates, Native American professionals, and Native American artists. So this front cover page was actually designed by one of our scholars. I think it's beautiful. The colors are great. This resource is a physical resource that we actually have on our website. So I'm going to go ahead and show you our website first. All right, one moment. All right, so this is our main homepage. So our URL is just collegefund.org. A lot of our website is going to be updating in the next couple of months, but the resources will still be there and they'll still be named the same thing as well. So if there are changes to the website in the coming months, the resources that I'm showing you today will still be on these pages and they'll still look the same. So on our front page, we have one of our student ambassadors who's here. She's from our last year's student ambassador cohort. We have this available for anybody who would like to donate and contribute to the college fund. We give out a ton of scholarships, which I will get to at the end. And a lot of those scholarships are from big donors, but they're also from, individuals who just want to give back to the Native American community. And so this donate button is usually accessible throughout the website. So there's a lot to our website, but what we're going to be focusing on today is the For Students tab. So this For Students tab has all of our student resources. It kind of tells you a little bit about scholarships, application tips. So for those of you who are interested in applying for our scholarships, we have a walkthrough video on how to complete our application and what that process is like. Tells you about the questions, uploading your profile, your resume, what the scoring looks like. So if you aren't a scholar and you're interested in learning more about the scholarships that we offer, this would be a good place to start. So like I said, you would just go to the For Students tab. You just click on it once and it comes up with these nice 4 little icons. All right. So if we scroll down a little bit, it says college access and success. So these are a lot of the resources that we have available. So what we're going to be clicking on actually, let me see, is, I think it might be high school students. Let me see. Well, these are the different areas that our student success services work in. So we, college success is we do college coaching for a lot of our scholars. So in order to be paired with one of our 3 coaches, you would actually have to apply and be accepted to the Full Circle Scholarship, which I'll go over at the end of this. But that'll be resources that will be prevalent for our scholars. Our high school students, we do have resources here, even for staff. So these are all tips for high school students, assisting high school students. going back to that page, we also assist in transfer support. So these are resources for transfer students if you're planning on transferring from a community college to a tribal college, or a tribal college to a mainstream college. And by mainstream college, I mean something like Colorado State University, CU Boulder, any other respective university or state college that you might be interested in. And this is a faculty and staff resources, so that will be prevalent if you have faculty or staff. Let's see. So up here, we're going to scroll back up. So we're going to go to for students. This is mainly the main tab that will be available on the surface level for anybody. So the first tab we have here is scholarships. And like I said, I will go over this again at the end as well, but this is the eligibility and the documents needed to apply for a scholarship. So you just need to be an enrolled member of your tribe, or at least a descendant of one. As well as demonstrating at least a 2.0 GPA and full-time enrollment at your school or university. So usually that's like 12 credits. The documents needed are a photo, like a headshot, as well as documentation about your tribal affiliation and your transcripts. So sorry, I had to sneeze there. This same video is here as well. So an application walkthrough video that's really resourceful. To apply, you'll just go ahead and click apply now, and it'll take you through the application process. So this is usually for the full circle scholarships, but we also offer tribal college and university, otherwise known as TCU scholarships, that are given out to based on the tribal college that you're going to. They have scholarships that they can award you as well if you apply for our scholarships. Right, so let's go ahead. And then we also have this here, additional scholarships. So these are just outside scholarships that are relevant that we also support as well, but that doesn't necessarily come from the college fund itself. Once you're awarded for a scholarship, you'll usually be notified by our scholarship team. If you have any questions about that, then I recommend reaching out to them. Let's see. It's usually just scholarships at collegefund.org. So I'll go ahead and put that in the chat. So if anybody has any questions or would like to talk directly to our scholarships team, they are very responsive through their emails. So feel free to either email them, or you can also give them a call as well. Let me see. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to the next, which is college access and success. So we're still under this for students tab, and so this is our college access and success tab. We have a nice video here about the programming that we've done over the years. So if you'd like to see what's been done in the past and what Native students have to say about the college fund. Now this is how you get to our physical resources, or at least one of them. Like I said, this is the Native Pathways guidebook. So this was a guidebook, a resource guidebook created by the College Fund that also had contributors from Native elders, Native professionals, Native students, as well as all the art in there was designed by Native students as well. So if you'd like, you can always view the guidebook from here, and it should take you to this ISU page, and just allow your cookies. And then you can just click through it in Zoom. So this resource is very prevalent to college seeking. Let's see. Oops, sorry. So this is very prevalent to high school age students, but it is also just relevant if you're just starting your college going journey. So it doesn't necessarily matter what stage you're in, but we open up with a message from our CEO, Cheryl Crazy Bull. as well as a letter from an elder to our future generations. But all of these resources are just like how to get into college, how to prep yourself to be on top of college applications, if you have to write a personal statement for a college. There's also tips in here about financial aid as well. So if you need any assistance on how to fill out financial aid, how to budget, how to read your award letter, and even this page, 4 common mistakes when completing the FAFSA. So we tried to include as many beginning step resources that we thought would be relevant to students who are taking their first steps into going to college. So this is a real resourceful guide that you can really hang on to throughout your years, just in case, you need to brush up on your understanding of, developing a career plan or how to choose a college. This one is really fun because, one second. This one is really fun because we did this with our scholars and we kind of had them go through this wheel. This wheel is broken down into 4 sections: family, affordability, belonging, and personal. And all of these have direct questions that students should be asking themselves when they're thinking about what college to go to. And so we have 4 scholars here. Some are mainstream college students, some go to a TCU. But they all went through this and kind of did it themselves. So they wrote down what's important to them with their family, affordability, things like that. Let's see. As well as, I believe there's, let's see, at the end, there is a college glossary. So when you're first doing your journey, you're going to hear a lot of different words about, loans, grants, vocational or trade school, early decision. So all of these definitions are in here and hopefully relevant to what you might have questions about. But this whole thing, so this Native Pathways Guidebook, we are currently in early revision stages for updating it. So in a few months, hopefully by next summer, we'll have a new updated version of this with more relevant tips and tricks for students now for that. So if you are in org or you work for a school or let's see, you are more than welcome to request hard copies of the guidebook here. So we send out about 30 copies of the guidebook to anybody who requests them. It usually has to be a school or a Native student org or group. As long as it's being given to students, we'll send you copies of it. It usually takes about a week from your initial request to send them out. So that'll be really resourceful if you have something like a group presentation, an orientation, or if you're just meeting with students at a school. It's a really great resource. The one below this is the Tribal Colleges, Universities, and the Exploration Guide. This one's a little bit newer. This one is a culturally relevant exploration guide that was designed to help students see what their options are in terms of tribal colleges and universities. A lot of the work that we do at College Fund is in support and advocacy for tribal colleges and universities. So a lot of our scholarships are top priority, not top priority, but a lot of our scholarship primarily go to students who attend tribal colleges and universities because we like to support their message and just those organizations in general. So if you were to view this guide, unfortunately, this one is not a physical copy yet. So this one you can view on our website. So you'll just click through like you would the guidebook. So this includes 35 accredited tribal colleges and universities in 14 different states, or no, I think 37 states. Let's see. But you just click through them and it goes by state. It lists all of the tribal colleges and universities by state. Let me make this a little bit bigger. So we have all of the tribal colleges broken down by state, and it's really cool because we, at this top orange box, we have like the highlights of that tribal college. So like this one has online classes available, tells you what kind of degrees and certificates are offered. Then it tells you their top program. So if you want to specifically go into a certain program, you can search a TCU based on that, or this more orange box that has a little bit more popular programming, like student housing. If you're looking for student housing, if you're looking for athletics, or if you're looking for dual credit, things like that. So we tried to put as much unique things that, you know, make that TCU them and unique. So you kind of have an option to look through, you know, what you might be interested, what might work for you. You know, if a tribal college is close to you, you could go ahead and look for your state. I know that New Mexico has a number of TCUs. So if you happen to be located in New Mexico, you can kind of break down your search from here and see, you know, based off their top programs, or if they have student housing or childcare or athletics. You could just go through and kind of see your options here. So it's a really cool resource to kind of introduce you to tribal colleges and universities and open up your eyes to, you know, the other options that are out there outside of mainstream universities, because a lot of these TCUs are are culturally bred, so a lot of them are culturally relevant, you know, to that tribal area, and a lot of them offer degrees in, you know, tribal leadership or casino gambling. Like oh yeah, Oklahoma College of Muskogee Nation, they have a gaming one of their top programs is a gaming program, so that's pretty cool. But a lot of them are just culturally relevant, and they hold a lot of significance to, you know, that area, and the culture's there, and like the students, they're not all of them are, you know, from that area, but it's nice to be around other students that might make you feel like home, as well as the teachers as well, because the staff and usually the people in higher up also reflect, you know, the mission and the vision of that college. So it's really great that we have this resource and that we were able to put it together. So it's always available to you on our website. This will always be here if you're ever interested in maybe telling somebody about a tribal college, anything like that. Yeah. So that is our tribal college and universities exploration guide. So that one, unfortunately, is not a physical copy. So that one can only be accessed on our website. So I'm going to go ahead and put this link in the chat so you at least have it. Oops. Let me send that to everybody. Sorry. There we go. Let's see. Transfer success. So we're still under this for students tab. We have this transfer success as our next section. These are just transfer resources that we have for students that are going through that process to help them, you know, smoothen out their process to have the tools and the resources they need to make that transfer, whether they're going from community college to a mainstream, or, you know, a community college to
Turn off the light in there.
All right. We also have past webinars that our transfer program has done. So we have these also on our YouTube channel, but you can also view them on our website. Our transfer specialist, Nicolette Weston, is very involved in this program, and she cares a lot about the students that have to go through this process. And so she tries to provide as much resources as she can on this page for anybody who might be going through that process, because we all know it can be a bit intimidating. But if you also have any questions, I also have this email at the end, nativepathways@collegefund.org, if you have any more additional questions on that end. So that's kind of it for transfer. It's a little bit, there's no like real physical resource, but this page is designed to help you, you know, with these sort of resources, like a transfer timeline. So what sort of timeline would be ideal for a student? Yeah. All right, so we'll go back up to our For Students tab. The next section we have is our career readiness and employment. So this is usually about internships and fellowships, career opportunities. So we have a video about the programming here, as well as the internships. Let's see. Down at the bottom is actually where they have their more relevant resources. Connect. Oh, so sorry. So Connect is sort of like, let's see. Okay. Connect, you can sort of compare it a little bit to LinkedIn, but it's a little bit more culturally relevant to Native American professionals. So that's kind of where you can create your own profile, make it about you, you know, put your resume on there, put your extracurricular activities on there, anything that you think would be relevant to your career and internships opportunities you can put on there. And you can kind of search other Native students and professionals who are in that field, and you can connect with them. You can ask them questions about their experience, about how to get more involved, about what first steps to take. So Connect is a platform that our career program uses to just support that Native employment and Native internship and things like that. So we also have this orientation video. So if you're interested in creating a profile, you can watch this video and it'll give you a little bit of a step-by-step on how to do so and what to expect on that end. So it's pretty cool. If you scroll down a little bit more, we have this career pathways guidebook. So similar to our Native pathways college going guidebook, this one is kind of the same. It was crafted and created by Native professionals, Native artists, for resources on career opportunities. So this one, we don't have any physical copies in our office, but you can view it online. You could click through it and it kind of shows you here, you know, let's see. Removing the fear from job interviews, what is a cover letter, how to write a cover letter. There's some really cool things in here just for students who might be still exploring and might be thinking about what they want to do and what kind of first steps they want to take to put their foot forward in finding a career. So even like what to wear, so what professional attire would look like, if you want to, you know, keep it culturally relevant. There's also interviewing skills and doing a career fair. So there are nice tips and tricks here for navigating your career resources. All right, so that is our internships and jobs, our career readiness and employment tab. Our last tab is the tribal colleges and universities. So this one is a little bit different from the guidebook that I showed you, the TCU guidebook. This one is more of an interactive map of all of the TCUs that we serve and where they are on the map. So you can see we're highlighted here because this is where the home office is for us in Denver, Colorado. But you could kind of see where we're spotted over here. You can hover over these numbers in these states to see which tribal college is located in that state. So you can see there's kind of a number in I think this is North Dakota. So if you just click on Nueta Hidatsa, it'll scroll down, it'll take you to the snapshot that's actually in that guidebook. So it kind of breaks it down. We even list the website as well, so you can go directly to their website, but then you can see some of their interesting feats that they have, their top programs, what is special about them, how many campuses, student populations, what that looks like. So you can kind of go through and explore, because you can see that there's like a number in North Dakota, there's a number in New Mexico as well, Navajo Tech University. So this is a really great resource to have if you're just interested in exploring the TCU campuses, or if you're interested in, you know, if you know somebody who might be in the area who might benefit from attending a TCU. All right. So those are our resources that Student Success Services kind of monitor on our website. And like I said, the website will be updated probably in about a couple of weeks. So some of it might look different, but the resources will all still be on our website, like our guidebooks, like this will be here as well. It just might look a little bit different. But let's see, I know. Oh, if you scroll down on any of these pages, you can sign up for our, I think this is our newsletter. Yeah, to receive emails. So you can go ahead and put your first name, last name, your email address, and then you can subscribe. So that way you're staying up to date on what's going on in the college fund sphere and what events might be coming up that you're able to attend. We offer a lot of webinars and events that are for our scholars. So usually you have to be accepted and awarded a scholarship to be a part of some of those webinars, but a lot of them are open to the public as well. So a lot of them are just, you know, as let's see, I think somebody might be on mute. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so if you're interested in receiving those updates, please fill this out and you'll receive emails from us. I believe if you go up here and you click on for students as well, and you scroll down, let's see, trying to find where our calendar normally pops up. Oh yeah. Okay, so if you're on our For Students tab and you click on College Access and Success, usually if you scroll down a little bit past all of these resources, you'll find these news and events. So this is where we try to keep up to date with the events that we have going on. This will tell you, you know, the title, what to expect, who's it being presented by, and if it's open to the public. So that is those resources on the website. And I also wanted to share, let's see, this as well. Okay, so we went over the Native Pathways College Going Guidebook, and we also went over the Tribal Colleges and Universities Exploration Guide. And if you joined a little bit late, this session is being recorded, so it will be uploaded to our YouTube channel. I will put that in the comments when I'm done presenting, probably in the next, probably at least by next week, it'll probably be on our YouTube. So you could go back and watch it, or you could send it and share it with somebody, but it will be available for you to watch again. So if you missed anything from the first half. Now I'm briefly going to go over our scholarships. So Think Indian is a campaign that we do for our scholarships program. This is just a little bit of some stats on our scholarships. So from 2022 to 2023, we dispersed, this is the most accurate number I could find, but over $11 million in scholarship funds. And so that awarded over 3,500 students attending 275 different colleges and universities. So our scholarships, we provide scholarships to students who are pursuing any sort of degree. So whether it's vocational, bachelor, master, and doctoral programs. So we have a lot of different scholarships, and we have a lot of different donors as well. And each year we get different donors, we'll get new donors, or some donors will change their requirements for their scholarships. So usually what we tell students is if they apply once and they don't get a scholarship, we always encourage them to try again next year, because although they didn't get one that year, the next year we might have a new donor that might, you know, fall under that student's circumstance perfectly. It might be for that specific program that you're looking for, or you might have the requirements, the eligibility requirements to meet it. So they're all different, just because we have so many different scholarships, and they're all They're all designated towards different programs and different eligibility requirements. So if you haven't gotten one in the past, we encourage you to try again, because circumstances might be different in the coming year. So usually the eligibility is you plan to be a full-time enrolled student in the fall 2023 term, attend a accredited nonprofit college / university, have a cumulative GPA of 2.0. Although we always encourage students, to try for a higher GPA, that is just, the minimum that we would do it, but we always encourage students to shoot above and beyond, but also be an enrolled tribal member or a descendant of one. So if you could provide documents on that, and submit the application by May 31st. So usually our scholarships open every year on February 1st, and they'll close on May 31st. Although that's just a priority deadline, that's kind of like a first come first serve. But so you can apply all year round, as long as you are prepared for the semester that you're about to start for the following term for that scholarship. So like I said, you'll just submit your application before May 31st on our website, and there are resources on the website as well as a walkthrough video on how to complete our application. Let's see. All right, so I'm wondering if anybody has any questions. If anybody has any questions, feel free to type them in the chat, or you can unmute yourself as well. We'll go ahead and put our YouTube channel. All right, so like I said, this recording will be on our website. I know this is a bit shorter than originally planned. This was supposed to be designed as just a generic resource for our scholars and non-scholars, or our future scholars, I should say, on our website resources. Let's see, are there any scholarships available for part-time students? For our full circle scholarship, there aren't. So we our eligibility requirement is to plan to be a full-time enrolled student in fall 2023 term. The only circumstance that we would award it to a part-time student is if it was their final year or their final semester upon getting their degree. All right. Does anybody else have any more questions that they might have? Yes, so the application, so our scholarships application will open up February 1st every year. It's usually February 1st every year, and it closes May 31st. And that's just our priority deadline. So you can apply outside the priority deadline, but to just keep in mind that those are the important dates for the following year that you would want your scholarship. And if you are somebody who applied for the scholarships and are still waiting to hear back, I would recommend reaching out to our scholarships department directly, as they're very responsive. Let me get this, hold on. They're very responsive, and they're on top of their stuff really fast. So that's their email, and I'll go ahead and drop their phone number as well. This is for the scholarships department. Let's see what else we have. We'll go ahead and stop sharing. So for anybody who might be interested in, or if you're a staff member or a or if you lead a Native org or Native program and you're interested in the guidebooks, you can go ahead and submit a request for the Native Pathway guidebooks through this link. Let's see. You guys cover CDL training as well. I don't know that we do. I don't think that that has been a resource that we have provided resources in the past. Yeah, and I'm not really sure which program might be able to support that. If we are looking for a scholarship for spring 2024 and we already have your next step would just be to sit still and wait. You can also reach out to the scholarships department as well to get more direct information on your next steps. So that would be for Magdalena. All right. So like I said, I'm so sorry if you joined late. We did kind of wrap up a little bit earlier just because this was a just a general webinar about our resources on our website. But this is being currently recorded and it's going to be uploaded to our YouTube channel, which I have put in the chat. So you can watch it back there and you can share it with your peers and relatives if you want. It'll be available for anyone to watch. After today, you should be receiving a you should be receiving an email thanking you for attending, and attached will also be a survey. So if you complete that survey, we will enter you in a raffle drawing for a few college fund swag as well as prizes. So if you fill out that survey that comes through your email, you'll enter into a raffle for prizes.